Hey, it's Shahan with the Papasik team at Remax. I want to go over a video that was requested to me a couple of times and something I was excited to do as well. And this is showing you how you could get the biggest return on the sale of your house. So there's a few steps I want to touch up on and want to get as much information as I could in a short amount of time. So let's get going. The first thing is, and it's really important, is staging your home. The purpose to stage your house is to make it as attractive as possible to as many people as possible. And it's done by maximizing the use of space in your home and also using decor that reaches a wide range of audiences as well. It also goes a long way when potential buyers are flipping through pictures online and deciding which properties to go see. If you kind of work backwards from a buyer's perspective, more times than not, the first time they see a listing is through pictures online. And if everything looks appealing, that's what's going to force them to get inside and view your property in person. The second thing is decluttering and depersonalizing. Now, if you're not going to go with the route of staging your entire house, you 100% need to get into decluttering and depersonalizing before you put your house on the market. Decluttering will open up the home, and this includes removing furniture, to clearing out countertops and clearing out tables as well. Depersonalizing really involves removing any sort of family photographs to certain niche decorations, because you really want the buyer to come in and immediately feel at home. It's tough. It is tough sometimes to remove those items, but in the long run, staging, decluttering, and depersonalizing will help you maximize your return. Number 3, and this is incredibly important in today's market, is pricing your home properly. Effectively pricing your home at market value will end up giving you a better return at the end. Don't get caught up in the loop of overpricing and having to reduce your price and reduce, because what ends up happening is the home develops stigma because it's been stale, it's been sitting on the market for such a long time, and then in the end you do end up losing a little bit more than you would have by pricing it right in the first place. What you can alternatively even look to do, and a lot of people go this route as well, is price a little bit below market value. And what this does is generates a lot of interest, which generates a lot of competition and sometimes even multiple bids. Now remember, just because you're pricing it a little bit below market value doesn't mean you're selling it below market value. Number 4 that I want to touch up on are renovations, and I could do an entire video on renovations and the type of returns you'd be able to get. But the thing I wanted to point out is always be careful and seek professional advice if you're really going into a renovation project with the anticipation of making a big return. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to put in and get a dollar for dollar return. You want $1.30, $1.40, $1.50 back for every dollar that you spend. So I'm going to touch up on a few things, and this is in order of what you'll be able to spend and get the biggest bang for your buck. Number 1 is a simple paint job. Touch up the walls, the doors, the baseboards, even change the switch and wall plates. Little makeup things like this will immediately give your home an added pop. Number 2, our kitchen renos are really known to bring you a big return. So whether it's changing the countertops, the cabinets, upgrading the appliances, they're all things you could look to do. Number 3, it would be washrooms. They're your next big ticket item. Whether it's changing vanities, showers, tiles, they're always important. Number 4 would be flooring. Whether it's upgrading your laminate to hardwood or replacing all the carpet in your home, this could go above and beyond and make a difference. And number 5, and I'd put an asterisk beside this, it's very important, is the bones of your home. So this includes the furnace, the AC, the roof, the windows, all of which are integral parts of your home. But it's very important to keep in mind the age of these parts, because these do have an effective lifespan. The lifespan of a furnace and AC is about 15 to 20 years, and for windows and roof it's about 20 to 30 years. So don't necessarily go out there and replace these unless they're reaching the end of their life. And number 5 are the little things. So you can absolutely do your part as a seller when you are going through the sales process. So whether it's, depending on the season, you're shoveling the snow off the driveway, you're mowing the lawn, you're raking the leaves, just to make it a little bit more presentable. And then before showings, before you leave the house, tidying up a little bit, turning the lights on, and knowing that the agent will be turning them off as well before they leave, or lighting a candle, burning some incense, spraying some air freshener. Because what happens is a lot of the times buyers do buy based off emotions, and first impressions play a big role in that. Now the last thing is, and I sound like a broken record when I say this, but it's really important, and it is to seek proper representation. You want to go and find somebody that's an expert in your area and that has a proven track record. At the end of the day, you could go after and choose a discount brokerage, but you could also expect discount service and discount results from them. Put it this way, let's say, God forbid, you do something silly and you end up in a jam and you need legal representation. Are you going to just walk down the street and go after and choose the lawyer that gives you the cheapest price? Probably not. So why would you do that with perhaps the most valuable asset, if not the most, and one of the most valuable assets in your life? You know? So now we're getting into March, we're getting into the spring market, things are going to start picking up a little bit. It's a good time to really start thinking about if it is the right time for you to start thinking about the sales process. Do you want to get your home listed? Is now the time for you? So definitely reach out to me. I'd be happy to sit down and go over the options with you. Anyways, take care. We'll talk soon. Goodbye.